Frankenstein was in his laboratory, lost in experiments when a blinding light and a strange buzzing filled the air. Colors swirled and he felt himself spinning, then falling. He landed softly. Not in his lab, but in a place bursting with color and light. Giant flowers smiled, trees wore striped coats, and the sky was a wild purple. Frankenstein stood dizzy and confused. "Where am I?" he mumbled, scanning the bizarre landscape. His stitched body felt clumsy on the spongy ground. Sweet, odd music floated by. He tried to reason, was this a dream? But nothing made sense. He took a cautious step. The grass giggled under his boot. Frankenstein jumped back, startled. This was stranger than any experiment. He wished Dr. Frankenstein was here to explain. But he was alone, and a little fear crept in. He steadied himself, determined to explore. The world around him shimmered with impossible possibilities. He took another step, curiosity battling his nerves. The adventure had only just begun. He nodded, grateful for her company. The world felt a little less overwhelming. With Alice by his side, he was ready to face Wonderland. Their unlikely friendship had begun.
Stick with me. I'll show you the ropes.
Her kindness eased his nerves. Maybe Wonderland wasn't so scary with Alice around. She seemed brave, friendly, and genuinely interested. Frankenstein felt a bit less lost.
What a strong name. Don't worry, things are always odd here. She smiled, unfazed by his size or stitches.
Frankenstein finally spoke, voice raspy. "Frankenstein."
Wonderland can be confusing, but you'll get used to it. I did after falling down a rabbit hole.
Frankenstein stared, struggling to speak. He managed a low grunt.
Well, hello there. You must be new. I'm Alice.
Suddenly a young girl appeared, bright-eyed, calm and curious. She wore a neat blue dress and showed no fear. Frankenstein nodded, curiosity growing. The world was strange but fascinating. With Alice's guidance, he felt braver. The adventure pressed on.
You'll get used to it. Just keep moving forward.
Frankenstein tried to make sense of it all. Wonderland's logic was unlike anything he knew. Alice patted his arm reassuringly.
Don't mind him. He loves riddles and confusion.
The cat faded, leaving only its grin. Frankenstein was baffled.
If you don't care where you're going, it doesn't matter which way you walk.
That's the Cheshire Cat. He comes and goes as he pleases.
Frankenstein stared, amazed at the vanishing cat.
Well, Alice, who's your towering friend?
They walked through the woods, Alice skipping, Frankenstein lumbering beside her. Suddenly, a wide grin floated in midair. The rest of a striped cat faded in, perched on a branch.
Let's explore. Maybe we'll find someone sensible, though that's rare here.
Even the Mad Hatter looked impressed. Frankenstein realized he could be helpful here. Wonderland's madness was starting to feel almost fun. The tea party continued, laughter echoing through the woods.
Well done, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein carefully lifted the teapot, freeing the sleepy dormouse.
He doesn't know the answer. He just likes to ask. Suddenly, the dormouse slipped into the teapot. Oh dear, we must get him out.
Frankenstein puzzled over the riddle, but Alice whispered,
"Why is a raven like a writing desk?"
Frankenstein felt awkward, unsure of tea party rules. The Hatter grinned at him.
There's plenty of room.
No room, no room!
They followed the sound of singing and clattering cups to a long, chaotic table. The March Hare, Dormouse, and Mad Hatter were already there.
Maybe we need tea, or at least directions.
Together they stepped forward into Wonderland. The world was still strange, but not so frightening. With Alice, Frankenstein felt brave. Their journey was just beginning. New friends, new adventures, anything was possible. Wonderland had never seen a pair quite like them.
Adventure awaits.
Frankenstein looked at Alice, then at the wondrous world. He nodded, a small smile forming.
You're strong and kind. We make a great team. There's so much more to see. Shall we explore?
Frankenstein politely declined a flowerpot cup. He was learning to embrace Wonderland's strangeness.
A useful sort for such a big fellow.
Frankenstein felt warmth inside. He was more than a monster here. Even the Mad Hatter nodded in approval.
You're so kind and careful. Thank you for helping.
Alice beamed at Frankenstein's gentle rescue.